Okay, so imagine your organization, right? It's like this digital fortress. You've got the obvious defenses, walls, gates. But what about those hidden spots? The, forgotten keys, the back doors left unlocked. The digital world is just full of these invisible threats, often in places you don't expect, like unmanaged access or even just shared logins. So today, we're doing a deep dive into the shield for all that. Enterprise Privileged Access Management, PM for short. Okay, let's unpack this a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's really fascinating, I think, is how PM isn't just about, blocking attacks reactively. It's more systematic. It addresses those common weak spots, strengthening security from the inside. A lot of people see security as this drag on getting work done. But what the sources we looked at show is that PM, by actually adding more control and automation, can make things faster, turns that potential mess into, efficiency. So yeah, we're drawing directly from the material you shared to really decode how this tech guards those crown jewels, the critical digital assets.
Right, the keys to the kingdom, as they say. And it really feels like that's what we're talking about. One thing the sources highlighted was unauthorized backdoor access. Now, for someone not deep in security, how does PAM actually stop an unwanted guest just slipping in?
It comes down to really precise control and total visibility. PAM stops that backdoor stuff by enforcing least privilege. Think of it like, okay, you hire a plumber, right? You give them access only to the pipes they need to fix, and only while they're working. You don't hand over the master key to the whole building. PAM does that digitally. Plus, it watches and logs everything. Every privileged session is recorded, and actively flags suspicious behavior. So that risk of data breaches or, insider threats, it goes way down.
Okay, yeah, I can see how that's vital. And you mentioned insider threats. The sources specifically call out shared admin passwords. I mean, that just sounds like asking for trouble. Does PAM really tackle something so, basic?
Oh, absolutely. Shared credentials, they're a huge security hole. It sounds basic, but it's incredibly common and, frankly, easy for attackers to exploit. PM gets rid of them. It enforces unique passwords, strong ones, and they're rotated automatically. Users often don't even see the actual password. So accountability shoots way up because every action ties back to a real person. Audits become much, much cleaner.
Right, so no more password 123 on a sticky note by the server. That's good. But okay, what about the flip side? Someone needs access legitimately, and the current way is just slow, manual, a real bane.
Yeah, good point. PM actually smooths that out too, with automated workflows for requesting access. Often these use multi-factor authentication, needing your password and a code from your phone, that sort of thing. And they often use just-in-time or JIT approvals. So access is granted only for the specific task for a limited time. It cuts down the admin work, speeds things up, and reduces those delays that can really slow projects down.
Okay, but what if, there's a real emergency, a break glass situation, as the sources called it? You still need fast, secure access then, don't you?
You definitely do. And PAM has a way to handle that. It's a controlled, audited emergency access process. Think of it like a fire alarm box with a camera on it. You break the glass in an emergency, but it's all recorded who did it and when. It grants temporary, time-limited privileged access, and again, the whole session is recorded. So you get resilience, but securely. No runaway privileges.
Gotcha. The sources also bring up these less obvious things, service account sprawl and forgotten SSH keys. Could you maybe break those down? Why are they such hidden risks?
Yeah, they're sneaky ones. Service account sprawl. That's basically all the accounts used by systems, applications, not actual people. They tend to multiply over time without much oversight, and each one can become a hidden backdoor if its credentials aren't managed. PM finds them, inventories them, puts rules on them, rotates their passwords, and SSH keys. Those are like digital keys used often for server access.
Yeah.
If you set one up years ago and forget it, or someone leaves the company, that key might still grant access, a silent entry point. PM finds these unmanaged keys, secures them in a vault, rotates them, and controls who can use them. Both of these things stop service problems and close off those hidden access routes.
So it's really about cleaning up the whole access picture, not just stopping active attacks and ensuring compliance, right? The sources mention overprivileged users and avoiding compliance violations.
Exactly. That's a huge part of it. PAM enforces access policies really strictly. It keeps detailed audit logs, everything you need for reports for standards like NIST, PCI DSS for payment cards, SOX for financials. This systematic approach shrinks your attack surface, reduces insider risk, and crucially helps avoid those big regulatory fines. Plus, it builds trust.
So wrapping this up then, what does this all really mean for an organization?
Well, it means PAM isn't just another security tool you bolt on. It's more fundamental. It's about building a truly robust, auditable, and surprisingly efficient security framework. It tackles those really common, often overlooked problems: shared passwords, forgotten keys, too much access. It properly secures the keys to the kingdom.
Yeah, connecting it to the bigger picture, it feels like PAM is about creating a foundation of trust, making sure the business can keep running smoothly. Even with all the digital complexity out there, it changes security from feeling like, I don't know, managed chaos to something orderly and effective. So here's something to think about for everyone listening. Consider the keys to the kingdom in your own digital world, whether it's at work or even personally, those critical access points. What hidden risks might be just lingering, maybe in credentials you forgot about, or access points nobody's managing anymore? Worth thinking about.